What's going on, Halo fans? TheNotable here, and I'm going to talk about some Breakout today. I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly with some commentary off a game that I got a while ago that I think displays all of that. Some good, and some bad, and some terribly ugly. So first off, in Breakout, I believe that you should do the same thing every single time until it stops working, and what I mean by that is you need to rush the same spot, you need to go for the same power weapon every single time until it doesn't work, until someone stops you, and then you need to switch it up. And that is the biggest tip I can give you. That is the thing that I've been doing since I started playing Breakout in the beta, and it has worked for me for the most part. I'm going to replay my rush in slow motion to show you exactly what I'm looking for every single time on this map in Breakout. Remember, you should formulate your own strategy and do something that you find is effective. So for starters, I sprint down this long hallway and I check that corner and I zoomed in on it to see if any Spartans are coming down. If I do see a Spartan, I switch to my Magnum and engage, but if I don't, I sprint just like I'm doing now with my SMG out and try to surprise anybody. If I get to the end of the hallway and no one is there, I turn around and sprint the other way to try to pick up anybody that's walking through. This works out pretty well for me. I was able to kill that guy, but ended up dropping down, which is not part of my strategy. The reason I run down that hall and try to kill somebody is because when you are up by at least one player, the best move you can play in a game of Breakout is to pull the enemy flag. This will force the enemy into their base, making it a lot easier for your team to know exactly where they are. In this 2-on-1 situation, I grab the flag, making the enemy poke out, I kill him, and we win the round. Pulling the flag is one of the most powerful strategies in Breakout. As soon as the next round starts, I do the same thing that I did in the previous round. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. This time I do see an enemy running through, but because he threw a grenade, I know that he's not going to be moving as fast as I am, so I continue sprinting. As soon as I see him, I start blasting with my SMG, but my teammate's grenade ended up killing me. The next round I do the exact same thing. I don't end up seeing anybody running through. I'm doing the same thing even though I died because my teammate is the one that actually killed me. This time, because I didn't see anybody, I sprint all the way through, and I decide to sprint even further into their base. Once I see that there's no one in their base, I sprint back towards the flag like normal. Notice how I don't engage these guys until I'm in good SMG range. Because of this, I was able to surprise and kill both of them for a nice double kill. Just take a guess at what I do next. Of course, I pull the flag. I know we're in a 2-2 situation, but this is going to force the other players into the base. I died here because I pushed into a part of the map that a normal flag carrier would take if they were trying to make a score. The enemy predicted and knew I was going to be there because I took the most obvious path that a flag carrier would take. If you're pulling the flag for bait, you want to make sure that you don't do this. Go to a spot that the enemy wouldn't expect you to be and wait for them to pop out. So the next round starts, and you guessed it, I'm doing the exact same thing that I did before. I check the hall and I see that 2 Spartans are down this hall. I go left to try to surprise them, and it turns out working for me very well. Notice here how fast I go from sprinting to shooting my SMG. When you're at a full sprint, all you have to do to shoot the SMG is hold the right trigger and you will instantly start shooting. This is also true for the assault rifle and is incredibly effective in close quarters combat. I turn around looking for the other guy, but I don't see him in my sights. I probably shouldn't have started sprinting here, but it ends up working for me anyway. And again, like before, I want to sneak up on these guys. I was very lucky I didn't get killed here. I basically just came down to their backs being turned. Now I'm in a 1v1 situation. There's a couple things you can do in this situation to put the odds in your favor. The first option is to wait for him to make the first move. I'm sitting in this back corner because it's very easy for me to see everything around me. Don't forget about the flag though. You need to make sure you have a clear view of the flag and the route the flag carrier will probably take. When you first get into a 1v1 situation, the first thing you want to do is sit back, stay in a corner, wait for him to come to you, see if you can get an easy kill like that. If nothing develops, then you're probably both sitting back. In that situation, you need to get a power weapon. You see here, I run for the Hydra, and I see him jumping through. He was actually trying to come after me. He's now sitting in my base in a terrible position. He pushed up way too hard, and now he's paying for it. He's in an awful position, and I end up getting the round-winning kill. I'm doing the same strategy because it was working, and I'm not going to stop if it doesn't work. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So I end up killing that guy. I also get this nice AFK kill. And in this situation, I am up 1, but then I instantly go even. Here I have 2 options. I can either pull the flag and distract the enemy, or I can help out my team. Now, in this particular game, I wasn't playing with people that were too good, so I decided to take matters into my own hands and pull the flag. And you can see I'm doing things pretty well until I miss that guy. I don't know how I didn't see him, but he ends up getting the kill on me. Had I seen him, I probably would have been able to kill him or do something to defend myself. I don't know how I didn't see that guy right on the middle of my screen. Notice how this is very, very good flag baiting skills. As soon as I take the flag, Notice how I don't go a traditional route with the flag. I sit back and wait for them to go to their base. This next clip, I'm going to show you why when things tend to stop working with your strategy, like my rushing strategy, you need to stop using them. I probably should have stopped using them. This strategy, I shouldn't have used it on this run because I end up getting killed pretty easily by the enemy team. I run in, I see one, and I think, oh, no big deal, I'm going to kill him just like the others. And he ends up being totally ready for me with his magnum and ends up getting the kill on me very, very easily. He knew I was going to come sprinting in because I had done it so many times before. The team had been talking and they knew exactly what I was going to do, and because of that, I let my team down and I got the loss on this round for my team. Once you have a hint that the enemy's catching on to your strategy, switch to a different one or else you're going to lose the round. The very next round, I decided to go left instead of going right, trying to push for that Hydra, that power weapon. Power weapons are incredibly important in Breakout. Every single power weapon on the map is put there for a specific reason. You need to grab them. The only reason I wasn't rushing the power weapons the whole game is because my teammates took that responsibility for themselves. Later in that game, I was put on a 2-on-1 situation. All you can do in this situation is sit back and wait for the enemy to come to you and hope that you get the win. I like to keep my primary SMG out because if people are coming at me in twos, it's a lot easier to fight them with an SMG than a Magnum. This is Halo though, and sometimes when two people come after you, there's just nothing you can do. Sometimes it is a good idea to return to an old strategy if the enemy isn't expecting you to be there. The round before, I had switched up my strategy, and this round I ended up going back to it, and I ended up killing that guy that killed me the round before very easily because he wasn't expecting me to be there. My last and final tip is probably the most important, and nothing is better a showcase of that than round 9 of this game, and that is don't push up too hard. I'm going to show you exactly why. I get way too overzealous, I push up way too hard, and I get punished for it. I push right into their base like an idiot, and I die almost instantly. You don't want to push up that hard in Breakout. You're going to lose. You're going to let your team down. Staying alive is essential to your success in Breakout. Even if you suck, you are extremely helpful alive, way more helpful than you are dead. We got the victory because I play with my fans all the time, and my fans are awesome. But things could have still gone horribly wrong and we could have lost the game, and because of that, you need to make sure to stay alive. That's all my tips for now, guys. Sorry this Breakout video took so long. I really wanted to get time with Breakout before I made a formal video on it. I wanted to get some strategies so I could give you some helpful tips and tricks instead of just splurting nonsense from my mouth. I hope this video was all inclusive, but if you have any questions, please go down to the comment section and write a comment asking your question. I reply to every single comment that gets posted on my channel so you know it'll get answered. I've made tons of Halo 5 tips videos and I guarantee you there's something for everybody. Go check them out, they're on my channel right now. If you liked the video, please, please, please thumbs it up. It really helps my videos to grow. And as always, you can send me a friend request on Xbox Live at TheNotable, just like my username. I'll see you online, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.